So recently, the Galaxy Z Fold 4 got the One UI 5.1 update. And unlike Microsoft, they're actually fixing the major problem people are having. And really the only problem with the One UI 5.1 update has been that the phone is freezing at the lock screen and not responding to any inputs, including the power button. So if you've ever owned a phone, as in general, honestly, where your phone does freeze, it will literally, you click the power button, then it happens, it's the same screen, and then, over and over and over again. I've actually also had this issue with my Z Fold 4, so not surprising at all that, a lot more people are having it than just myself, right? Obviously. Nonetheless, though, Samsung will most likely get a fix out for this as soon as humanly possible. This issue is causing a lot of frustration for users who rely on the phone for work, communication, and entertainment. It's unclear what is causing the freeze, but some speculate it's related to the update process. Samsung has acknowledged the problem and working to resolve as soon as possible. See, is it that hard? Microsoft, is it that hard? Android 11 had problems with Surface Duo 1 and 2. Sweep it under the rug. More people are complaining. More people make videos. All right, then we're gonna talk about this and fix it 2 months later. It's not that hard. In the meantime, there are some steps they could take to migrate the issue. One option is to perform a hard reset, which involves pressing and holding the power button down until the phone reboots. An option is try rebooting the phone to safe mode, which disables all third-party apps and can help identify the cause of the freeze. It's more important to note that these steps are not to solve the problem entirely. Some problems users may need to wait for Samsung to release a patch or update to address the issue. In time, affected users should contact Samsung support for assistance and keep an eye out for any updates and announcements from the company. Again, like I said, this is how you have a successful foldable phone. Because there's a lot of people who still say like, oh, how Samsung does so well selling the cell phone because it's so high priced, right? And obviously the inside display is very durable, but it's not as durable as actual glass. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know how how Samsung's so successful. This is how Samsung's so successful. This is how Samsung keeps to the top of the game and continues to get people to buy these products is the customer service. It's the idea that if there's a problem with our product, we are going to fix it and make it right as soon as humanly possible. Not, oh, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. We have a whole laundry list of things to do. Oh, eventually we'll get to that problem. This is why Samsung is so successful. And I really do hope they come out with another affordable phone this year. Because at this moment in time, I don't like monopolies. I don't like the idea of one company controlling the whole market. Because they can charge whatever they want to charge. And then they can also not really make new products and just copy and paste the same products. So I really hope at this point we just see an update from Samsung about another foldable phone. Because Microsoft, this is why your Surface Duo products have failed. Like, 1000%, this is why their products have failed. Because this might look simple to you. But if you've owned a Surface Duo 1 or 2, and you've had it in the last 2 years, this problem I'm talking about is very impossible to get Microsoft to actually go with and figure out. And, you can list 1,000 reasons why a product doesn't work, right? Obviously, the consumer doesn't like it. The price tag's too much. It's not a good product. Whatever. And even, I would say right now, this is what I would say. I'm going as far as to say this. This is more important. This is a bigger problem that Microsoft failed with than the software issues. This is a bigger problem. If, let's say hypothetically speaking, the software issues obviously were a problem, don't get me wrong, but let's say Microsoft would have came out and said, listen, here's what happened, here's how we're fixing it, and here's what we're going to do as soon as humanly possible. all those software issues would not have been a problem. All those software issues would have been, okay, well, you're fixing it. You made it public. You told us. You gave communication. And this is why the Surface Duo 2, 3, 4, whatever would have been the most successful phone out there. It's not always about, a failure or a mess up with a phone company doesn't define how the phone succeeds or fails, right? Because at the end of the day, you can fix problems. If you release a product and it's just not 100% of those problems, you can fix it with good communication. If you come out and say, hey guys, we released the Surface Duo 1, we thought it would be perfect, we found out after releasing it that there were some bugs and issues, A, B, C, D, and E, if you're having any of these problems, we will make it right, we'll fix it as soon as possible, we'll have an update out on this said day. That's perfect. But Microsoft chooses the other route, which is ignore and act like it never existed. So, it is what it is. Shout out to Samsung for this. One big video talking about how, honestly, God tier Samsung is. See you guys next one. Peace out.